I don't want.
That was fucking great, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SHEEEIT Radio, an unrefined podcast for the everyman and lady. First off, before we get into the show tonight, we want to thank all our new viewers. Thank you to our new subscribers. We really appreciate it. Remember, folks, if there's anything you dislike or like about the show, please put a comment below. Please remember to hit subscribe if you haven't yet, and click on that little bell up top. Let you know of all our new content that we release. Tonight on the show, we have many topics. Our first topic of the evening, and we're going to be joined by one of the other members of the show, Frans, tonight. So we got Frans, Wasted, and Liarz. Our first topic tonight is gangster movies. And what I mean by gangster movies is I mean the movies from the 80s and 90s and a few from the 2000s that were pretty damn good, and we're going to kind of rank them tonight, and we're going to kind of compete, I guess, against them. Or they're going to compete against each other. Let me say that correctly. Liarz, you want to tell us a little bit more?
Sure. Howdy, everyone. Good to be here. So, yeah, let's talk some gangster movies, right? So, let's see. I'm thinking Goodfellas versus Casino versus The Departed. Yeah, those are all Scorsese movies. We'll talk about that. Let's throw in New Jack City and State of Grace and Scarface. Let's purposely leave out The Godfather because I think we could all agree that those are the tone setters of the gangster genre. And, that trilogy is probably second to none. When it comes to gangster movies. So, so the ones I just fired off, any you can think of at the top of your head, Brasky.
Donnie Brasco, you definitely got to throw in there. Fucking love Donnie Brasco. Obviously, we're going to talk to Departed because that's probably the best, instead of State of Grace, the best Irish one. You have a Once Upon a Time in America is another really good one.
Untouchables.
The Untouchables, I can't stand that movie. I love Sean Connery. I fucking think he's one of the greatest actors of all time. Kevin Costner in the 80s usually did not miss. He's a great actor. De Niro was excellent in the role as Capone in there. But man, is that movie cheesy now. It is just a cheesy movie. You watch that film and it just, how they scored it and how the acting, I mean, it's just overacting beyond belief. I mean, when was the last time you watched The Untouchables?
It's been years since I watched that movie. So maybe have a little like false memory of it because I remember it being pretty darn good.
Oh, dude, it's like, I remember it being fucking amazing. Like Andy Garcia getting picked to be on the team because he's a hell of a shot, or the baby going down the stairs at the train station. You have all this nostalgia. Don't bring a gun to don't bring a knife to a gunfight. They put one of yours in the hospital. You put one of theirs in the morgue. I mean, it has great lines in it. It has some really good acting, but it has such bad overacting in it. Like Kevin Costner is just overboard in it. He just plays like the most cheesy, goody two shoes, man of his convictions, and he just overacts the whole goddamn thing. And then I don't know if it's the pacing of the movie or it's how they scored it. It doesn't hold up anymore. Like New Jack City, man, you can watch New Jack City right now and you're like, God damn, this is a great movie. But The Untouchables, to me, you just can't do it.
So let's pit The Untouchables up against another Brian De Palma movie that I mentioned in Scarface. So, truth be told, I feel the same way about Scarface as you do about The Untouchables. Lots of great iconic lines, lots of great scenes where everybody remembers. Of course, there's the always say hello to my little friend. Everybody knows that, right? But literally everything you just said about The Untouchables is how I feel about Scarface, I think.
Can I ask you a question about
sir.
that?
Yeah.
is because every wannabe, wigger, wannabe gangster, wannabe little tough guy had a fucking Scarface poster in their wall when they were a teenager growing up, or every time you watch MTV Cribs 20 years ago, some jerk off had a fucking Scarface poster. Is that because you're feeling that way? Like, did the pulp culture and the way that people accepted it and like just overdid it make you feel that way, or is it the actual film itself? Because the film, I don't think it's a great movie, but it's a damn good movie. Like, I love Robert Loggia in that movie, and one thing that I can say that no matter what, you can't take away anything from it, is Michelle Pfeiffer is beyond fuckable in that movie. That might be the most fuckable you've ever seen Michelle Pfeiffer.
Definitely sexy in the movie, and she's also very good in the movie. She's a great actress. I don't think I've ever
What
seen
about
her in
Mary Elizabeth Mastriano? I mean, god damn.
Yeah, she's the what's his buddy's name? Yeah, but he's dating the guy, isn't
Stephen Bauer.
I'm drawing a blank here. Sorry. Yes, of course.
Stephen Bauer, which, by the way, like, I don't know whatever Stephen Bauer did except B movies and like TV shows afterwards, but he was fucking spectacular in that movie.
Yeah, Manny was the best, man. Manny was such a great character.
What about the scene? What about the, everyone goes, they say my little friend, and he's all snorting coke. Forget that nonsense. But the scene in the shower alone, I mean, it's got to defeat the Untouchables just for the shower scene.
See, again, like I said, there's some iconic scenes and there's some iconic lines in it, but the movie is incredibly boring. I don't think I've ever sat through that movie in one sitting. It's taken me multiple times to watch it because I just get so bored with it and I have to turn it off.
Have you tried watching the movie High on Cocaine?
Yeah, no, unfortunately, no, I have not.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like, it's one of the I don't do the booger sugar, but I know I have a lot of friends that are cokeheads from back in the day, and I'll tell you what, right now, they used to do a shit ton of coke and watch Scarface, and they would tell you it's fucking fabulous. So, I mean, maybe that's what you're missing out on. That maybe gives you a Rotten Tomato score where you're seeming like you're at a 60. That might put you up to a 90 or 100.
Possibly. You never know. And I'm not going to try it, just to set the record straight and clarify here. I'm not going to be doing lines of cocaine and watching Scarface. It's not my jam.
All right, so let's talk to somebody who would. Frans?
Yeah, I was just going to break in, man, because I wanted to say that I love how GTA Vice City was based on Scarface, kind of. And it had you could find the chainsaw for the chainsaw scene. But actually, I'm thinking about a lot of more movies like The Irishman or Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society.
Menace to Society.
That's a fucking good one.
See,
yeah, Carlito's Way. That you like?
I hate Carlito's Way.
Or for Road to Perdition.
Do you really?
Yeah, I mean, Carlito's Way, like, Sean Penn plays a great, like, shitty Jewy lawyer. And I have an uncle who's my favorite uncle who's a Jewish lawyer. So it's not like I have nothing against the people of the tribe. But I'm just saying, like, he plays a great character in that. But, like, Pacino's just a douche in that movie. And it's just, I don't get it. Yeah, it's just, how you say Scarface is boring? Carlito's Way goes that way. And, like, what Frans, listed some other movies. Road to Perdition's another really fucking hard watch. But Menace to Society, man, Lawrence Fishburne's a bad motherfucker in that movie.
Yeah, there's also this parody on it, right? I like it. I like it a lot. But my favorite movie, let me say, it's maybe an unknown movie for you. I don't know. It's called Blood In, Blood Out, or Bound by Honor.
Blood In, Blood Out, Atos Logos Forever.
Yes, that one. Yeah, that's my favorite movie all time, man. And American Me was a good one too.
Oh, with Edward James Olmos?
Yeah. I always remember that scene where when he gets right out of jail and he's going shopping for clothes, and the store clerk doesn't acknowledge him, and he feels disrespected because he spent so much time in prison, right? That he's still living by prison rule, and the shopkeeper, in his mind, shows him a little bit of disrespect, so he gets all up, and who was his girlfriend played by? Anyway, she has to calm him down in the store. It's such a great scene by Edward. Like he was a phenomenal actor, Edward James Olmos. He was in La Bamba as well, and also did very well.
Okay, first off, fuck you for not mentioning he's Lieutenant Castillo on Miami Vice, which also, if we're talking GTA Vice City, it's basically Scarface and Miami Vice, and that's GTA Vice City.
Yeah.
And don't worry, Wasted, we're going to get to you because we know you're our film expert here, and you're going to, tell us where we're all right or we're all wrong. But so far, we got The Untouchables, which I think Liarz says he loves. I think is a boring piece of shit. Frans, where are you at with it?
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's I've seen it many, many, many years ago, man. I only know it's like in the 80s or something, I think, but I can't recall it, man.
I'm telling you, dude, just listen to the score of it. It's got like the cheesiest fucking music background to it. And then we talked about Scarface, which I'm saying is a decent flick. I'm not saying it's an all-time great. Liarz says it bores him. Where are you at with it, Frans?
Oh, I like it a lot. I mean, it's fiction and it's like over the top, I think, and yeah, I like it for that reason.
Now, Frans, in your country, all narcotics are pretty much legal. So have you done the right way of watching Scarface with just fucking zooted it out of your mind?
Oh, I probably did. I don't know. I don't even remember.
Wasted. We so far we've talked about a few movies here. So we've talked about The Untouchables. What's your take on The Untouchables?
I think it's a good movie. It's well made, but yeah, it's a bit vanilla compared to a lot of the other like gangster movies around. It seems a bit like PG. Scarface. I think De Palma. He's kind of like a suspense director. So I think some of his movies they're a bit slow, even though there could be about exciting, like even Casualties of War. It's one of the slower Vietnam movies. It takes a long time. He has lots of tracking shots, doesn't he? And establishing scenes that it gets a bit slow. But I think with the Scarface, I think Oliver Stone wrote the script, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
For Scarface. And he wrote that line, say hello to my little friend. He may have won some sort of award for it, like an Academy Award for the script.
Yeah, he was the writer.
Yeah, he wrote the script. So that punches it up a bit.
All right, so we're knocking off The Untouchables here because, so far the only one out of the four of us that's digging it is Liarz. Then we touched on Carlito's Way. Liarz, where are you at with Carlito's Way, pretty much?
I really enjoyed Carlito's Way. Like you said, Sean Penn there's just so crazy. He's just creepy and he's sleazy and he just plays that part so well. And his hair always bothered me. That little afro he had, it always bothered me. Boring at times, a little bit drawn out at times. But Benny Blanco from the Bronx, probably one of my favorite characters in movie history.
All right, Frans, where are you at with Carlito's Way?
Well, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to answer the same, man. I can't really recall the movie, man. Maybe because I'm old, I don't know. But yeah, it's been so many times.
If you can't recall the movie, that says all you need to know about the movie, in my opinion. Wasted, I know you've seen Carlito's Way. Where are you at with it?
Right.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it. I mean, I thought it was good, but it's not like a straight gangster movie, is it?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But it's
really
kind of like a slightly odd, not oddball, but offshoot. Because isn't it like Donnie Brasco? Did they come out at a similar time?
No, Donnie Brasco was a good 6 years afterwards.
Yeah, it's about the same. That's how old we are.
Well, no. Well, we're trying to play a knockout game here, and you're jumping off course here. Let me try to steer the ship a little bit. So Carlito's Way to you is also So we got, once again, Liarz is on an island of his own. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to play Carlito's Way against American Made, which I'm going to say, if you haven't seen American Made with Edward James Olmos and you like really good films and films that are based on true stories,
yeah,
it's a hell of a movie. And that's, Edward James Olmos, from Battlestar Galactica to Miami Vice to, what was the one where he was the teacher? These kids, I'm trying to teach these kids, they won't listen to me. It's got fucking Lou Diamond Phillips in there. He's the math teacher.
Fuck, what's the song?
I believe it's called Stand and Deliver.
Stand and Deliver. He's just a hell of an actor. So, I mean, American Me, I'm going to easily take over Carlito's Way. Liarz.
Carlito's Way over American Me for sure. Nothing, no disrespect to American Me. Great movie in itself, but I really enjoyed Carlito's Way.
Frans.
Yeah, definitely American Me, man. For sure.
Yeah, I'd say Carlito's Way. I've seen that one.
Oh. All right, so this one we're going to break even on. So we're going to move to our next one, which is let's do Menace to Society versus Boys in the Hood. And I'm going to take the role of Menace to Society's superior, even though you got Run, Ricky, Run from fucking Boys in the Hood. I just think Boys in the Hood is, at the time when it came out, it was culturally really relevant. But in future watching, it's kind of like, wow, this really is dated, where Menace to Society is like, that's an impactful movie. And I think Lawrence Fishburne is just fucking great in that film. Liarz.
Lorenz Tate. He plays O-Dog. I probably a career-defining role there. I think he's very convincing as O-Dog in the film. The scene, the cheeseburger scene. Anybody want a cheeseburger? Where he just goes in, like it's. Who's the O-Dog? The OG. He plays he drives that Cadillac. Anyway, he plays a good role too. Menace to Society for sure for me. For sure. Over Boys in the Hood. I didn't really care for Boys in the Hood.
Brand, you're up.
Yeah, I've seen them both, and I think Menace to Society is definitely more appealing to me. But they're both I think they came out at the same time, right?
Yeah, they're like a year or two apart.
Yeah, and it's a hard pick, man, but I'll just go for Menace to Society.
Wasted?
Yeah, Menace to Society is much edgier and sort of gritty and real. Boys in the Hood in some parts it didn't really live up to what you think gangster, that sort of era of gangsters and crime was going to be really like. Because they were living in almost like a suburban neighborhood. So wow. It wasn't like what you expected. It wasn't just streets. It had this moral story to it.
Well, they're living in South Central. I mean, it's South
so
Central Los Angeles, so it's the hood. I mean, it's
you can have a good day in South Central LA.
What's that?
Well, the violence.
You can have a good day in South Central LA. Mama can cook the breakfast with no hog, and there could be no smog. Liars.
Right.
Yeah.
Good Friday.
It didn't have the menace to society of Menace to Society. It had more of a moral story. He was the guy in the movie, isn't he? He's going to college and stuff, and he has a nice house, and he's going round to a rich girl's house or something. So it doesn't seem.
Okay. Yeah, and if you ever watched the movie Radio, now you have to go back and go, man, the guy from Boys in the Hood was Radio. Fuck. So that's our first unanimous pick so far as Menace to Society. The next one we're going to do, which is going to be kind of for me, it's going to be the toughest one so far. And it might be the toughest one we do of anything. State of Grace versus The Departed. Now, State of Grace is an underrated film that most people haven't watched. It's with Ed Harris, Robin Wright Penn, and her absolute fucking hotness in that movie. She's never, ever looked the same since or before. And it's with Sean Penn. And Sean Penn is fantastic in that, but the guy who steals the whole movie is Gary Oldman. And it has, if you're a Guns N' Roses fan and you haven't seen the GNR scene where Gary Oldman just loses his shit, it's fucking spectacular. So I'm going to go, it's one of my favorite movies. The problem is The Departed is maybe, instead of Goodfellas and The Godfather, it might be the best gangster movie ever made. So they're both fucking amazing, but The Departed, because Jack Nicholson is really Whitey Bulger. It's the Whitey Bulger story. Leonardo DiCaprio is fucking spectacular. Mark Wahlberg's great in it. It's I mean, it might be a perfect film. It's one of my favorite movies ever made, as State of Grace is, but The Departed's in my top 5. So I'm going to go to Departed, and it hurts me to say that, but State of Grace, if you haven't watched it, watch it. Liarz?
State of Grace all the way.
Ooh.
Yeah, all the way. I actually didn't really like The Departed. I don't even think it's Martin Scorsese's best movie in this list that we're going to be talking about tonight.
You do realize that is probably the most accurate Whitey Bulger story like movie that's come out, even more so than the Johnny Depp shitty one, where it was the actual Whitey Bulger story.
Black Mass.
Black Mass. That's right. That's what it was called, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was called Black Mass, but I'm from the area, and I can tell you right now, The Departed, Jack Nicholson played Whitey Bulger as like Whitey Bulger. And Johnny Depp might look like Whitey Bulger, and he looks creepy as fucking Black Mass, but the actual portrayal, the description, how the city was, The Departed is spectacular. So I'm a little surprised to hear you say that.
Yeah, the performance put on by Gary Oldman as Jackie Flannery is second to none. That is
fucking Jackie boy.
Yeah, Jackie boy. The whole movie and the shootout in the St. Patrick's Day parade, the St. Patrick's Day, that whole scene in that movie is an epic conclusion to an amazing movie. So State of Grace.
Can I get you to comment on Robin Wright Penn at that point, not afterwards when she played Jenny Gump or whatever she went on to do afterwards, but that point being at her old time hottest little Irish ass she got going on.
I always wanted to find that girl again, and she just never appears. I remember she's in the Princess Bride, not the same.
Oh, Princess Buttercup.
Princess Buttercup, yeah.
She's Jenny Gump and Forrest Gump, dude.
Yeah, she's Jenny Gump and Forrest Gump, yeah, but she's not
the same.
It's not the same.
The wall hit her hard. The fucking wall. After she had children, Sean Penn married her. I mean, that wall fucking gave up and smacked the shit out of her. Because, I mean, we're talking Princess Bride and fucking State of Grace, Robin Wright Penn's a whole different animal. Yeah. Just a different level of hotness.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, State of Grace.
I have to say, I can't recall seeing that State of Grace, but it sounds like a must-watch. Is Sean Penn also in this movie called Colors? I think it's maybe
but that's not really a gang movie. That's more a corrupt cop
controlling gangs, I say. But yeah, Departed all the way, man. I love that movie. It's just fucking awesome. I think it's very high. Maybe it's #1 movie on IMDb. I'm not sure, but no, it's Godfather, I think. But it's really high also in top 250.
Now, Frans, I completely agree with you. But since you're like the biggest Guns N' Roses fan out of anyone in the whole fucking community, and you love old Guns N' Roses, dude. Yeah. There's a scene with fucking Gary Oldman and Guns N' Roses cranking, and he beats the fucking shit out of a guy at a good old Irish bar. It's the best Guns N' Roses placement in a movie instead of Leaning on Me ever. It's fucking spectacular.
Yeah, I'll be checking that out soon, man. Definitely. Thanks for the tip.
Wasted?
I think I would choose The Departed. I think it was based on or influenced by like some 2002 Hong Kong movie called Infernal Affairs, which was a series of movies. I think Andy Lau, but I don't really, it's about the informant cop. It has the same kind of story, but then they added Whitey Bulger element to it, to the characters. But I just like it for the dialogue and the music. The soundtrack is really good, but you can just rewatch it because it seems like every scene is funny. So like there's if you've seen Goodfellas and Casino, I think The Departed is pretty good. But yeah, I rewatched that movie over and over again. For Wasted. All the like Alec Baldwin scenes or Digman.
Wasted. I wanted to interrupt you here because you made a great point. Is there a better cover of Comfortably Numb than Van Morrison's cover of Comfortably Numb and The Departed? Like, I think that's the best version of Comfortably Numb.
I think I prefer it, yeah.
And let me ask you this, Wasted, because you always write this. You've written this in your shit post for years, probably decades now, or at least since the movie came out. Can you give us the quote about the environment? Wasted, you know the one I'm talking.
Yeah, I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me. That's in the speech at the beginning of The Departed, where Gimme Shelter plays. It's kind of funny because you just expect Gimme Shelter to play in a Scorsese movie, and that's the first song that comes on. And then Jack Nicholson gives his speech about, you've got it, nobody gives it to you, you've got to take it. So I think that, there's something in that movie that there is a sort of Jack Nicholson's really good in the whole movie, but there's so many quotable lines in the movie.
Give us some examples.
With some angels. Want some coke? Remember when Jack Nicholson's like with that black prostitute, and he throws a bunch of coke down on the bed? There's so many good scenes. And when Dignan and it's Marky Mark, Wahlberg, and Alec Baldwin, when they're doing those meetings, and they're talking about the rock star, they're gonna get Whitey Bulger tonight. And they meet the triad gangs, the Chinese triad gangs, and Jack Nicholson says something like, "No ticky, no laundry." You don't bring automatic weapons to a business meeting. There's another line about the do you smoke? Do you smoke? Do you want to smoke? No, you probably don't. You're not one of those health freaks, are you? Go fuck yourself. Maybe not. Maybe go fuck yourself. That's a good one.
Now, you can always, it's a Scorsese movie, so there's going to be good dialogue for sure. There's going to be a good soundtrack for sure. There's going to have the Hollywood A-listers for sure. And it's going to be a good movie. But like I was saying earlier, I think it's third on the list of movies from Scorsese that we have today. I
swear to God, if you put The Irishman ahead of it, we're no longer friends.
I'm not even including The Irishman.
Okay, good, because I'm not talking about that piece of shit.
Yeah, no, I can respect what Scorsese was trying to do, like in the movie with he used I don't know if it was AI, but he used that aging technology, and it was new at the time, and he got Joe Pesci out of retirement and all that stuff, and it was a decent movie, but I mean, there's really no need to talk about it when we're talking about The Departed, Casino, and Goodfellas, right? That's the holy trinity of Scorsese gangster movies for sure.
All right, so now we're starting to get to the hard ones here. So sadly, State of Grace didn't make the cut. The Departed won 3-1. So now we're gonna get to the hard ones, boys. Donnie Brasco is a great fucking movie. Johnny Depp's probably, am I gonna say it's my favorite Johnny Depp role? It might be my favorite Johnny Depp role. I think it's an underrated movie. It's a really good movie, but the problem is we gotta start putting it against some heavy hitters here. Let's see, what do we want to put it against? I really want to fuck you guys and. No. I'm saving Goodfellas and Casino for the fuck you guys. That's going to be going against each other just to be a cunt. Let's see. What else do we got going here? Oh, I got it. What is that fucking movie? Jesus Christ. It's got the stupid kid in it. It's got what the hell is it called? It's the one. It's got Danny Aiello in it. It's got can't think of the other actor's name. It's got De Niro in it. It was 1990s. Christ. It's at the pizza shop. Bronx Tale. All right, we're gonna go Bronx Tale. What's the actor in the Chaz Palminteri, which it has one of the best scenes, like the whole movie to me is just one scene where these bikers go into a bar and they're fucking it up, and Chaz Palminteri comes in and goes, "Gentlemen, I'm gonna ask you guys to leave," and the guys are, "Oh, we're not gonna leave." He goes, "Listen, here's a beer. Calm down. Then I'm going to ask you guys to calm down and just not, misbehave." Then they start acting like fucking assholes again. Then he just looks at the guys, has the doors locked, and goes, "Now you don't get to leave." And all these fucking Italian gangsters come in there and just beat the shit out of these these bikers. It's just spectacular. So Bronx Tale versus Donnie Brasco here. I'm going to take Donnie Brasco, but Liarz, I'm sure you're probably going to go the other way.
No, I am not. Donnie Brasco all the way. Let's I mean, it's got Johnny Depp. It's got Michael Madsen. Anne Hesh plays Johnny Depp's wife in the movie. She's really good. And of course, it's got Al Pacino as he's like a kind of like an aging
lefty
gangster, kind of like lefty.
Who watches fucking National Geographic all day long in his pajamas?
Yeah, like he's just an old guy that's had enough of the gangster life. I think he was like an enforcer or like a collector or something, right, for the mob in New York City. And Donnie Brasco is Johnny Depp, and he's a Fed, and he goes in and ultimately arrests Al Pacino, right? So, and it's definitely a gangster movie, but it's also a cop movie because the role that Johnny Depp portrays is of a cop, and the life that the cops lead as an undercover agent. It's really well done, and I'm going Donnie Brasco on this one for sure.
Frans?
Yeah, I'm also going for Donnie Brasco. Yeah, definitely, man. And I loved how Al Pacino, with his mafia slang, and actually this the writer he got some wiretaps from Joseph D. Pistone, and he recorded that so he could use that slang. That was pretty cool. I have to say the other movie I can't recall, man. I think it's even 80s, man. Not sure. Bronx Tale. But I go for definitely for Donnie Brasco.
All right, ways to break it down. You're the cinephile here.
I would say that probably pick Donnie Brasco, but I think Bronx Tale isn't that the movie where it's Robert De Niro's the bus driver, and it's kind of has a moral story again about working as a bus driver isn't the wrong thing to do, but isn't it sort of teaching his son that being a gangster is not the way to live your life, like it's not a good thing. And this story was made by, was it Chaz Palminteri? Because that's how he grew up. It's kind of like a story about his dad. His dad was always like anti that lifestyle, and he didn't understand him when he was like growing up. I think it also was turned into a musical on Broadway, wasn't it? It had a big run. And the story, I think even the story, how that movie came into being is a crazy story. Like he worked on, I can't say his name, Chaz Palminteri. He worked on that movie for years, and it was always getting rejected. And then finally, somehow, De Niro saw it, and then one day he called him up, and it just like totally changed his life. So he went from being a sort of almost like an out of work actor with nothing, to then just going right to the top of Hollywood with that movie. So I think it's definitely an underrated movie, Bronx Tale. Maybe one of the best movies. I mean, it doesn't rely on like violence and dialogue and music. It's like it's a good movie with a good moral point. So I'll pick Bronx Tale, even though Donnie Brasco, I probably watched it more. Donnie Brasco is a cooler movie.
So next one we're gonna do before we hit our heavy hitter. Before we hit the main event, boys, and feel free if I'm missing any to chime in here. We're gonna throw an American Gangster, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but Frans mentioned with Denzel Washington. It's based on a true story. It's a good flick. Not one of my favorites, but it's a good flick. A movie that I think is better, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, is King of New York with fucking Christopher Walken.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Good one.
Okay. I love King of New York. Does anyone want to comment on that? Because this is kind of like, rounding out. This isn't, we're going to have a clear winner in this one when I get to it at the end. But does anyone want to talk King of New York before we move on?
So King of New York stars Christopher Walken and Larry Fishburne. And it takes place in New York City. And
Wouldn't imagine.
It's basically it's a drug movie against the mafia and the cartels and the triads, right? So, I've only seen it once. I don't really remember it all that well. I remember the plot. I remember Christopher Walken being very kind of creepy and very badass in that movie.
It also had Steve Buscemi and Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes is in it. That's right. I don't remember Steve Buscemi in it. Is he?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Crazy. And sorry.
What I'm going to do, and another one, and I don't really, this is a movie that's a little bit before all of our times, but I know it's a great movie because Harvey Keitel's in it. My dad's watched it a bunch, and he's always told me it's a great flick. I haven't really seen it, so I can't comment on it, but I think we should at least mention it, is Mean Streets.
I've seen it, yeah.
Do you want to inform the audience about it?
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, it's also by Scorsese. It's one of his earlier films, and it stars Robert De Niro as well as Harvey Keitel. It involves, they're both really young, growing up in Little Italy. There's the love triangles, the gangsters, the fights. Little Italy of New York, like I said. So it's just those two growing up in the mafia, in the little Italian American Little Italy of New York. Yeah.
Does anyone else have anything they want to comment on Mean Streets before I'm going to go to the winner of this one? Because I'll be shocked if you guys don't agree with me on this.
No, I'm good.
All right, I'm going to take that as a no. So the next one we're going to talk about in this bracket, New Jack City, which, guys, Nino Brown. I mean, it is just New Jack City. You can still watch to today, and it seems like it just came out the other day. Now, it's throwback with the music and obviously the clothes and the environment, but it is still a great flick. It's got Ice-T in it. It's got Wesley Snipes in it. It's
Chris Rock?
I fucking love. Oh,
Is
yeah.
that the movie with Chris Rock where he's all cracked out?
What can I get for a rib?
No?
Yeah. That's him all cracked out because they're dealing crack. It's about the crack epidemic in New York.
Yeah. That scene is haunting. It's just Chris Rock is. I think that kind of tainted his career for a while, did it not? Because he played it so well. Played the crackhead so well.
Well, he was a nobody back then. It was before he was even on Saturday Night Live. He went to Saturday Night Live right afterwards. But yeah, it is. It's just that movie itself is spectacular. I would say I think it's going to win this bracket. So I'm going New Jack City. Liarz, you want to comment any more about New Jack City?
No, I'm going New Jack City as well, though.
Frans?
Well, what's it up against New York City?
We're going to go against Mean Streets. We're going to go against American Gangster. We're going to go against King of New York.
Yeah, okay, definitely New Jack City. Yeah,
I'd probably pick King of New York. I think it's King of New York and American Gangster. They're kind of similar in a way. Like it's the gangster that thinks that he's the hero. That he's in King of New York, Christopher Walken. He thinks that he's like coming back to save everybody from the actual current drug dealers or gangsters. And under Denzel Washington, Frank Lucas in American Gangster, that's how he sees himself. He sees himself as helping the community by bringing heroin into America from Thailand. I think, and he has in the movie, Frank Lucas is portrayed as being he's full of wisdom. In one scene, he tells his when they get loads of money and blue magic starts selling on the streets, Frank Lucas, his son turns up in a fur coat in a sports car, and Frank Lucas takes him to the side and tells him, the loudest guy in the room is always the weakest.
I've got one especially for you. Wasted. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking. No, Lock, Stock or Snatch. These are like typical British gangster movies, I think.
Yeah. Well, when Lock, Stock came out, it was the big sensation, wasn't it? It was like the Reservoir Dogs or Tarantino. But I think Snatch is more interesting movie to watch. You know.
Okay. All right, guys. I just cannot stand how there's not more love for fucking New Jack City. Wesley Snipes as Nino Brown's one of the best villains in a gangster movie that I can think of. Ice-T, was a great detective in it. Judd Nelson as a detective in it. You had Mario Van Peebles in it. You had Chris Rock as Pookie. You had fucking Vanessa Williams in it back in the day, dude. It was the movie that really summed up what was going on in New York at the time. Now, me being the only American in the chat or in the podcast and the show tonight, it's really something that, at the time I lived right next to New York City. And I can tell you, even as a little kid, you could see the streets kind of fucked up. And the movie itself is just spectacular. It is the crack epidemic. The police work that they show in it, and just the culture of black gangs and the structure of it. It was probably the most realistic of a black gang movie that I saw or representation in media until The Wire came out. It was just fucking spectacular. I think for me it wins, but I can respect going King of New York. I can. It's a good movie. So anyone else want to talk any New Jack City? Director. Or no? I'm going to take that as a no. All right, boys. Now we're going to go on to the heavyweight championship main event. Ladies and gentlemen, Casino versus Goodfellas. Now, obviously, if you see our show images and, when you click on the video, you can see that our images, the three of us are based upon the Goodfellas image. So you can tell we're hardcore Goodfellas fans. And you've heard Liarz speak in the past. It's his favorite movie. It's one of my favorite movies. But Casino's great. I think Casino's Pesci's best movie as a character. I think he's better in Casino than he is in Goodfellas. I think Goodfellas is a superior movie. I think Ray Liotta steals it. I think Goodfellas is, I'm going to even say that, Liarz is probably going to disagree with me here. I think Goodfellas is better than The Godfather because it's based on a true story. It's not boring. There's not one part of Goodfellas you're like, man, this is boring. You get in, you watch Goodfellas, you're in, you're out. It's spectacular. But I do want to show Casino the love it deserves. It's, based on a true story. It's a hell of a movie. Sharon Stone plays a fucking cunt. James Woods, an ultimate sleazeball. I mean, he might be the scummiest side of anyone in all these gangster movies. He makes Sean Penn not look like a scumbag in Carlito's Way. That's how much of a scumbag he is in Casino. Joe Pesci is he steals the show in Casino. It just, I can't even speak how much that movie really represented what a great actor Joe Pesci is. Because Joe Pesci's 5'0". You wouldn't be afraid of him. But in Casino, man, he's a fucking animal. He's a monster. That's the kind of guy that strikes fear in human beings. And I think De Niro, I think he was better in Goodfellas, but damn, he was damn near close at Casino. I love Casino, but obviously I'm going Goodfellas, Liarz.
Oh, yeah. Goodfellas, hands down. It's the best gangster movie ever made. It's better. It is the best movie ever made. But let's not forget about Casino and how good Casino is too. Nicky Santoro, that the one scene where they take him because they said they're taking to put a hit on him, and they told him that he's being made that day, and they take him to that empty room, and as he opens it up, all he says is fuck, and then you don't see anything, but that they take him out there. That is oh wait, am I mixing the two movies up here? Shit,
you did.
I did.
You
I'm
are,
sorry.
but hold on a second. You're not wrong though, because of Casino too. At the end of the movie, they take him and his brother out to a fucking field, and beat the brother and him with baseball bats as they dig their fucking graves. They make them dig their own graves, and they beat him with baseball bats in their underwear. So in both movies, he gets fucking whacked horribly at the end.
Yeah. Sorry for the mix-up, but yes. So the scene I described is from Goodfellas, and the one Brasky just did is from Casino. Both equally as good, and Nicky Santoro 100% is from Casino because he plays Tommy in Goodfellas. But the the show stealer, the scene stealer, definitely. Aside from Ray Liotta, who does such a good Henry Hill, is Robert De Niro playing Jimmy. And the one scene, of course, where Jimmy is taking Lorraine Bracco, that's De Niro's wife. Not De Niro, Ray Liotta's wife, down the alleyway, and he's saying, "Go, go, go, go," trying to get her some money. Once Ray Liotta's in jail, it's such a good scene because you don't know, and that's the big question: is was he going to kill her or was he not? You know what I mean? And nobody knows, and everybody has a different opinion, and everybody thinks they're right. So, and then of course there's the scene in the diner where the background is getting a close up. The background is becoming closer and closer, but yet De Niro and Liotta, they stay the same inside the cafe. Such a good piece of film work, cinematography. I know when I was in college, I took a film class and we did study Goodfellas. So, yeah, what a great scene. Wasted. What do you think?
I can't believe you're leaving out the chopper scene.
Of course. I mean, I still do that to this day. If like we have police helicopters in the city here, and they're often out, and I like if I'm in my own car, I act out that scene because it's such a memorable scene where Ray Liotta is coked out of his fucking mind, and he thinks that the FBI is following him, and it turns out that the FBI has been tailing him the whole day, and he's trying to get this coke deal to go down. Such a great scene. Brasky, maybe you can add to it a bit.
Oh, it's beyond. And he's got his brother cooking at home, and he keeps calling in to check in about the food, fucking dinner that's being made. He's just paranoid as hell. The one scene, another scene in that movie that just is spectacular, and I do it to my wife all the time, is, Karen, that's all we had. It's all gone. Oh, God, they're going to fucking kill us, Karen. They're going to fucking kill us when Karen flushes the fucking coke down the toilet.
So good. So good. Yeah.
A fun fact here before we move on to Frans and Wasted's take on this. Originally, in The Sopranos, it wasn't going to be James Gandolfini cast as Tony Soprano. Originally, the role was offered to Ray Liotta.
Did he turn it down?
He did. He didn't want to keep playing the mafia character.
Wow.
Wasn't Lorraine Bracco also in the shrink of...
She was Dr. Melfi.
Dr. Melfi, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Sopranos,
so Frans. Right? Casino, Goodfellas.
As far as I remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
There you go.
definitely Goodfellas, man. Yeah, what else can I say? You've said it all. It's just, yeah, one of my favorite movies all time. I've had on Blu-ray, VHS.
The funny thing is, we haven't said it all. Do I amuse you? Am I a clown? Do you think I'm funny?
Oh fuck, man. Like Paul Sorvino when he's in prison and he's cutting the garlic with the razor blade. It's so thin that it liquefies in the pan. Like, come on, man. So good.
Henry Hill beating up fucking Karen, the guy that was hitting on Karen. He goes across the street and he's got the fucking snub 38 and he goes over there and just beats the guy over the head and fucking Karen goes, "What can I say? It turned me on."
I like the scene where this is Stack afterwards said, "What time is it?" And he said, "Yeah, we're supposed to be there by 9. I'll be ready in a minute." "Yeah, you were always fucking late. You're fucking late for your own funeral." And then he shoots him.
Yeah. And then of course there's the scene with the two dogs, the painting with his mother, where they go to his mother's house after it's at the very first scene and they just killed what's his face there, and he's got him in the trunk. And his mother brings out the painting of the two dogs, and Joe Pesci's like, I like this one. This one's going this way, and this one's going this way. And he got the man in the middle said, "Hey, what the fuck you want from me?" Like, come on, so good, so good.
Before we get to Wasted, Liarz, how about the scene where Henry Hill walks in there and he starts introducing all the characters to the audience?
Yeah. Jimmy, two times. I got to go get the papers. Get the papers.
All right, Wasted.
It's hard to go against Goodfellas, really, but I didn't go to see Goodfellas in the movie theater, but I did go to see Casino in the theater. So I mean, that was my first Scorsese movie. And somebody I went with, he got so hyped up about going to see like the next Scorsese movie that when we were in the cinema, And after about 20 minutes, he got up and he just walked out of the cinema. So, and I just stayed there and watched the whole movie. And then afterwards, I was saying to him, like, what happened? He said it was shit. He said it was so bad. And I was like, no, it was good. You know, that's one thing I remember about it. But Casino does have those. It does have good that montage where the Rolling Stones, "Can't You Hear Me Knocking," when they're really getting the whole thing, the whole operation set up. There's this. Almost the whole of that Rolling Stones song is played as they do this montage. And there's also that scene with Pesci where he says, "I've got your head in a fucking vice."
Yeah,
I always remember that scene.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, they're tightening the vice on this guy's head, trying to get a name out of him or something. And like you said, the baseball bats. There were scenes in that movie that were really like shocking, more so than Goodfellas. I mean, Goodfellas is almost like a perfect movie. But maybe in Goodfellas, the only thing you could say is it kind of portrays the gangster lifestyle as cool, whereas Scorsese is like not trying to say that. He's sort of trying to say that, you know, they basically groom the kids from a young age to want to be gangsters, and like Ray Liotta, that's what the actual story of Goodfellas is about. It's like how kids get sucked into it, and they can't escape it. And he always gets criticized by the media for glorifying violence and things like that. And I think in Casino, he kind of went so far over the top that you couldn't take it seriously. And then he still got criticized in the media for glorifying the lifestyle, because people just love that. It's like Wall Street or whatever, Gordon Gekko, greed is good. And I think that's partly what he did with The Irishman. He tried to make the gangster lifestyle look really kind of boring. And you know, when they're going to like whack Hoffa or something, and they go to a diner, and they're basically, their choice of breakfast in the morning is like cornflakes and powdered egg, and they just sit in that diner or hotel. I think it's hotel breakfast room, and it just looks boring. Yeah. So I think with Irishman, he was trying to say that the gangster lifestyle, and then he shows them all getting really old and dying in really painful ways. So he's trying to like make sure that everybody understands that he's sort of trying to say it's not the best lifestyle. But nobody wants to hear that sort of stuff from Scorsese. So that's why I think that movie it's not a fun movie, The Irishman, compared to the
Liarz?
Goodfellas.
Yes.
This was your topic. Now, we played kind of a knockout game of this, but here's the thing. I'm a lazy bastard, and I sure as hell wasn't writing down who the winners were, and I'm pretty sure none of us are going to remember who won each bracket, but we can pretty much say that Goodfellas won.
Goodfellas won. I mean, yeah, I wanted to do it like we did it, and I didn't really envision it going much farther because Goodfellas wins always, right? And it's hard. I purposely left out The Godfather because I really don't want to go up against Goodfellas.
You want a hot take here?
Go ahead.
Hot take. The first Godfather is a perfect movie. It's fantastic. It's great. The second Godfather, because of how fucking boring the Robert De Niro scenes in that movie are, is overrated. I mean, the fucking Michael Corleone scenes, the Al Pacino scenes in Godfather 2 are fantastic. It's spectacular. But all the scenes that go back into the past are fucking boring as shit. I mean, Godfather 2 gets all this love and all this praise because I know how great the Michael Corleone parts are. I know how great Pacino is in it. But I think De Niro's overrated in that movie, and it's nowhere near as good as the first Godfather. It's boring to me. It's slow paced. I don't give a shit about Vito Corleone.
I'm going to agree. I've always been a Godfather 1 kind of guy. 2 is great in itself, but it doesn't compare to 1. And 1 is the classic. And you know, some people will go as far as say 2 is better than 1, but I disagree on that.
How? Like I get how great the fucking the Michael scenes are with Fredo. I get that. I get how great the Michael and Kay scenes are. I get how great the Pacino scenes are in that movie. But the De Niro part in that movie is so goddamn boring. I mean, maybe if I was an Italian and I grew up in Italian culture, I could appreciate it more. But as an Irishman, I just don't get it. It doesn't resonate with me.
I hear you.
Can I mention one more title?
Absolutely fucking
more like it's like a documentary more, and it shows like the real thing, or it's getting explained. It's called Cocaine Cowboys. Have you seen that? How drugs went into Miami or started.
I've seen
in the
1
80s.
and 2.
Yeah, and 2 is so crazy with this. How is she called again? This woman that kills. She killed a lot of people. But how this guy, he was living in Oakland, I think, and he starts writing her letters. What's her name again, man? Brasky? You should know. Yes. Black Widow.
Fuck.
No,
they made the whole series about her. She was the one that was based on 2. It was fuck.
Yeah,
I can't think of her name right now.
She was like the first female gangster, I can't think, kind of. And there's also recently there was a movie about her, and also I think there was also a series made about her. And but this guy who sends him fan mail and then looks her up in jail and starts a relationship with him, while this guy is like in his 20s and she's like 50 or whatever. It's crazy, man.
Isn't one of the Narcos spin-off things called Esmeralda or something?
Yeah,
it's
like
the prostitute ring. She runs the hookers in the motel, and she works her way up.
Well, her name was like Griselda Blanco.
Yeah, that's it. What was that first name?
Griselda Blanco.
Griselda, that's it. I think it's called Griselda.
Yeah,
the Narcos spin-off.
Yeah, she just shot every other gangster or everybody who wants to fuck with her, and it's just real because this in part 1 how they tell how the story went when cocaine was introduced. Man, it's really amazing. I love it. It's maybe not a movie; it's more of a documentary, maybe, but definitely.
Yeah, it's a documentary because they have the real people in there, the real DEA agents, the real drug dealers, the guys who got arrested. They're all in them. So it's a documentary. Maybe another day we can talk about that, because if we really want to talk about more of the Narcos culture. I mean, there was a show on Netflix called Narcos, and it's one of the best shows I've ever seen. I mean, half of the shit's in Spanish, and I fucking loved it. I mean, it was about Pablo Escobar and the Cali cartel and the Medellin cartel, and it's spectacular. But we can do that another day. I think we kind of covered all the gangster topic tonight. Liarz, are you happy where we covered? And what do you think?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to get everyone's take on everything, and I think
now since you wanted to get everyone's take, audience, we got a whole comment section right below on our YouTube page. You can go to badapplesforum.com. You can find other ways to reach us. I believe Liarz will tell you at the end. On our Rumble page, please comment. Let us know what your favorite gangster movie is. Let us know what gangster movies you hate. We want some comments. If you think we're wrong, tell us where we're wrong. Tell us why we're wrong. We want to hear from you. We really do. We appreciate it. And the more feedback we get, motivates us. So let us know, guys, or ladies, or however the fuck you identify. We don't give a shit. So that's our topic on gangsters. We got some more topics tonight. We're going to go to a Frans topic first, and then we're going to touch on some music. But I wanted to talk to Frans about this because we have him on the show tonight. And Frans is a member of the team. He's not on every episode, but he works behind the scenes. Frans, you were mentioning, because me, you, and Liarz are all gamers, and we've talked video games on the show before, that the new PS5 Pro is being released. And boy, gee golly almighty, it's got some details about it, especially a price point and some graphic details. You want to tell us about it, buddy?
Well, yeah, they announced the pricing for this new console. First of all, I'm not a PlayStation gamer actually, but the price is insane, man. I mean, in here it's going to cost 800 euros. I think it's going to be $700 in the USA. And the thing is, for that price you don't even get it. This drive. It needs another 100. And the main thing is, the reason to buy that console. I mean, why would you buy it? Because I mean, they enhance old games, and then you get ray tracing, and yeah, you can see reflections in mirrors and stuff. But you don't want old remasters, man. You want new content, I think. And it's just way too much money. I think it's going to be an epic failure, just for the pricing alone, man. It's just crazy. I mean, how can you justify
I think
that?
The current gen's a failure. I mean,
Yeah,
here's the deal.
yeah.
I was a PlayStation guy the whole time, and when PS5s and Xbox Series S and X came out, they were coming out right during the pandemic. So I was in a fucking line at Target, online at Target. I had it ordered, had my PS5 ready to go. I'm in the checkout, and it's like, all right, here we go. I hit click, and it says order cannot be processed. I'm like, what the fuck? My bank flagged it because Target was out in New York and they thought it was a fraudulent thing. So I went in, logged into my bank account, this and that, said, no, it's not fraudulent. I go back to checkout and like, nope, item sold out. So I'm like, motherfucker. Eventually I ended up just getting an Xbox Series S, which, I've been happy with. It's, unless if you have a state-of-the-art TV, you're really not missing much with the Xbox Series S. I know me and Liarz both have Series S's, and they're really great machines. They give you really, really good looking content. And most of us don't have, the latest, greatest state of the art TV that has all these refresh rates and processing rates. And you also got to add to the fact, what new games and what new content has really come out with this series of games, or series of consoles. Everything's just been, game series. It's all been sports series. There's really not been a new game that you're like, holy fuck, I got to go buy this console because it's only exclusive. This game's only exclusive to that console.
Well, I thought, first of all, I think this generation of consoles came way too early. I mean, it wasn't even time for a new gen yet, I think. But I do have to say, I'm also Xbox player, mainly due to Game Pass, because that's great. Sony has such a service now too, but it's not as good as Xbox, especially since they bought these developers, a lot of them. But in the beginning, Sony had really good content. I mean, they had some exclusives, and they were really cool, I think. And for instance, like God of War and many more. But this now Sony is like really fucked because they have no content at all, man. I mean, they have third-party games, but they have no shit coming out. And Xbox really stealing the show now. They have got a lot of games coming out, and I'm surprised actually they kept Call of Duty also for PlayStation, because they kind of have to.
Antitrust laws.
Yeah, true, but the PlayStation is really fucked. They have no exclusives this year, man. So there's literally no reason to buy, because you buy it for the games, And
I am going to disagree with you on one thing, Frans. You were saying that there was really no need for the next gen consoles, and I can tell you right now, I have Red Dead 2. I have Red Dead Redemption 2 on PlayStation 4, and I have it on Xbox Series S. My Series S runs smooth, looks beautiful, no noise. I load that motherfucker on disc into my PlayStation 4, and man, my PlayStation 4 sounds like a fucking Mack truck. That thing is working overload. It's fucking, the fans are all kicking on. You can hear the son of a bitch. So I think some of the games just, went beyond the capacity of what they could do. I mean, even Grand Theft Auto Online looks superior on the next gen, but in general, they just haven't delivered the games. And with PlayStation now going, we're going to release a PlayStation Pro 5, it's like, all right, what are you giving us with it? What is it going to be like the great thing? Are they going to package GTA 6 with it? I mean, that's not going to be exclusive. So what's going to make someone go, let me spend the extra $200 to go get something that doesn't have a disc in it, that there's no exclusive games for it? And now PlayStation used to have, like, Game Pass, you said, even though the price of Game Pass, like everything else in this fucking world, keeps getting higher and higher, Game Pass was great because you were getting new releases. There was always games. You could store them in the cloud. But PlayStation used to be super cheap. You could buy a year of PlayStation Online for like $30. Now PlayStation has it, so if you want to play any online games or even get their PlayStation Plus, like I believe Wasted has, it's like fucking almost $100 a year, over $100, I believe. So I just think it's a bad choice. Wasted, you're a PlayStation guy to the end. What is your thoughts?
Yeah, you got to buy the PlayStation Plus, but then you get the games. But then if you want to play online on some of the games, you have to then pay again. So it's a lot. Last time I haven't even bought a PlayStation Plus membership for the whole year. I just bought one for a month. So I played some games because the games on PlayStation Plus now aren't really that good. There aren't that many, and I've got deluxe as well. Like I paid more than, it's not the essential or the extra, it's deluxe, and there's still not really anything on there. There's no games. I was just playing Fallout 4. That was the game I was playing. I don't know, but there aren't that many games that I really want to play. Crew 2. That's like a driving game, so they got that one.
Oh, that's shit, decent. Man. It's only $1 now on Steam. You know, you can buy it for 50 cents in UK.
Yeah, it was free.
Yeah, but it's fucking bad, man. It's it's horrible.
There was another one, some kind of really, it's like a simulator, like a NASCAR simulator, or some kind of, no, not NASCAR, the Japanese. I don't know. Anyway, it was too serious. So Crew 2 but Crew 2 is all about like customizing outfits and being a social media star. But I just want to drive around, like exactly. Test drive. I suppose Burnout Paradise.
That was great, man.
That was good.
Yeah, the crash one.
Yeah, you just sort of
Wreckfest.
crashed through those signs, and Paradise City was playing.
You played Wreckfest?
Grand Theft.
Wreckfest.
Yeah.
Wreckfest. That was great with stock cars and stuff.
I used to play Rally. I forgot what it's called. WRC Colin McRae's Rally.
Yeah, but the point is, you know, I mean, they're gonna put out the PlayStation Pro, which costs like $800 in here. But you know, Microsoft is already working on like the next Xbox. So how long are you? I mean, if this PlayStation Pro comes out this year, I mean, maybe next fall already 6 might be around the corner. I mean, and what I wanted to say, Brasky, is that these when the new generation consoles came out, the first year there was literally nothing to get, especially on that console. You know, they came out way too early. That's what I mentioned. But definitely the power is better. But I just wonder how many people are going to buy a PlayStation Pro. And because this next console is already around the corner. I mean, Sony has just a fucking big problem because the PlayStation VR is also not a success. There's no titles or nothing. I mean, they're fucked, really.
Before we get to Liarz on this, I just wanted to mention one other thing, that the price points that they're now making, you know, they're making it so that like I'm older now, you know, I'm not in my 20s, I'm not even in my 30s anymore, which is fucking scary to say. But, you know, I have a young son, he's a teenager now, and he loves playing video games. But now every time a new video game comes out, like the new Madden or NBA 2K, it's fucking $70 that I have to pay. And if I need to get him a new controller, there's another $60 fucking dollars. I mean, the price point and the cost of video gaming right now is insane. It's almost to the point now where, you know, Frans, you play a lot of your games on your, you know, fucking thousands of dollars worth of PC. I mean, I know you have a super PC, but it's almost worth just to do a gaming PC than do the fucking, the consoles, because the consoles are becoming so goddamn expensive, and just to even keep up with the games, it's ridiculous. And now they're even, they don't want you to have physical copies of the games, just like other media that we've discussed in the past. But now if you buy the games digitally, and let's say you put it on your system, they can make it so like, hey, we decided that game's no longer available. But what the fuck? I just paid for it. Yeah, it's no longer available. We're taking it off.
Crazy.
Well, fuck you. I paid $70 for this fucking game. Yeah, well, we don't care.
They just close up servers, man. They just shut down servers, and then you're fucked, man. That's really crazy indeed. I agree, man. But I used because that's also a reason why I have Game Pass, you know, so I don't have to buy a lot of titles. But a good thing is I also buy them on CD key pages where you just buy a key for the game. I
love CD key.
And so that then they're often much cheaper. But new games are often like $70. And it's crazy, true, man.
No, I am gonna switch over to Liarz here, but I do want to give a shout out, guys. I've been using this service for years, and obviously we're not paid by anybody. CDKey.com, guys, they're fucking legit. You can buy subscriptions for like Xbox or PlayStation, and they're always cheaper buying it through them than anywhere else. They're safe, they're legit. You get the codes. CDKey.com. Once again, that's CDKey.com. If you fuckers ever want to sponsor, say, hey, just give us free shit. Go right ahead. But it's a great company. I've been using them for years. Liarz, buddy. We know that you have 2 young boys and you game. What's your opinions? Or opinion?
Yeah, I don't. I'm an Xbox guy through and through, but I'm kind of interested in when I found out that PlayStation was going to release their latest console. I read up on it, and I may want to buy it just because I've never had a PlayStation console. Well, I've had a PlayStation, but this is going back to like PS1, right? Ever since then, I've been an Xbox guy, and I still play my Xbox 360. But like Frans alluded to, more and more now, the servers are being shut down for those games, and a lot of them you can't play anymore, which is extremely frustrating. But going on to the Xbox, I agree. I just got Red Dead Redemption 2 not too long ago for my Xbox, whatever we have upstairs, and it's a Series S, I think. And like Brasky said, it runs smoothly. It's a good game. I've never really had any problems with games, the processing speed and whatnot with my Xbox. So I don't know. I like the Xbox, but something about this new PlayStation console is intriguing me, and I think I might take the plunge when it comes out. But the price, I think, what did we say it was? $800. It's probably going to be a little bit more in Canada, so maybe looking at about $1,000. That's going to take a lot of savings, and that's going to take a lot of time to build up that money, because $1,000 is $1,000, and to justify spending it on a gaming console is going to be something that everything else will be had to pay for. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be buying my kids a PlayStation 5 for Christmas. Maybe not. We'll see.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
And we're staying away from really, current topics with the culture that is the world right now. We're just trying to stay, far away from the nonsense as we can, so we can be an escape for you, and you can just feel like you're sitting around talking to your buddies. But with the cost of everything in the world right now, with inflation hitting every part of the world and the cost of just basic living, I think it's retarded that you come out with a fucking game system that expensive. I mean, no one's going to be able to afford that except the super wealthy or, the spoiled people. I mean, it's just beyond the reach of the mass audience. And if people are going to drop that kind of money on it, God bless them, because I got groceries to buy. I got bills to fucking pay. There's no fucking chance in hell that I'm going to have the money to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro anytime soon. I mean, it's just not going to happen.
But there's no reason to buy it, man. I mean, because all you get is like a few ray tracing, a bit of mirror images, man. I mean, people should also realize that going from PlayStation 1 to 2 or 3, those were big steps. But now going from PlayStation 4 to 5 isn't such a big step. And, from 5 to 5 Pro, I mean, gaming looks very good already. And it doesn't get much more better anymore, It's not like back in the day when you switched to a new console, new generation was always like much, much better. But yeah, so... yeah, there's no reason to buy a console, especially not when it's that retarded expensive.
Would you say that kids are now more like PC gamers? It seems like younger kids, they play Fortnite on their PCs. They don't really care about consoles.
Yeah, because they can play with mouse. That's faster.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe you buy them a really good PC, and then that keeps them quiet. I don't know.
PC game is also actually retarded, man. In my video card only was €1,000, man, and it's still you can play everything at 4K. It's crazy. So yeah, it's really for graphic whores like me, I think.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I would just use a console like a car, just drive it until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, you could always go to cloud gaming. If you get the GeForce experience, you can play on a PC like with a 4090, and just pay a month. They also have the newest games. It's just subscriptions. You don't need a console. You don't need to update, because that's also retarded with consoles. So yeah, it's always good to go. It's really cool.
Well, boys, I think we covered the topic of the upcoming PlayStation 5 Pro release. We'll keep you updated with anything new in gaming that really strikes our fancy. Obviously, any Grand Theft Auto 6 news we'll bring up. I think I mentioned Grand Theft Auto 5 earlier. I was meaning Grand Theft Auto 6 for possibly being bundled with the PS5 Pro. But we will keep you folks updated. Let us know in the comments below. Are you going to be buying a PS5 Pro? Because... fuck, I don't think I am. But
one more thing,
gentlemen.
Brasky,
Yeah.
one more thing. The PlayStation 5 Pro can't even, because GTA 6 will be only at 30 frames, 30 frames a second. And even the PlayStation Pro 5 isn't going to change that. So again,
is it really only going to be at 30? You're not going to get 60 on it?
No, definitely not. So that's another no reason to buy it.
So are they kind of fucking us with the trailer, you think, Frans? Where like in the trailer, obviously the video motion always looks better than the actual game. Exactly. Like the video, even in GTA 5, looks a hell of a lot better than the actual gameplay. Is that what they're doing in the trailer with GTA 6?
It's the exact same. If the picture with McDonald's of the hamburger and you order it and it's like 2 millimeters thick, it's just, I mean, the beauty of the trailer was like how many people were in one screen moving, but 30 frames, man, come on. It's crazy actually.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's kind of shitty because right now we're at 30 frames on GTA Online. So that's our topic on the PS5 Pro. We're going to move on to our next topic, which is going to be an interesting one because I know we're all going to have different takes on it. We're big Guns N' Roses fans here. Frans is the biggest Guns N' Roses fan I know.
No.
And our lovely lead singer Axl Rose has released a new song that he did for a tribute album for UFO. The Liarz or Frans, one of you two gentlemen, take the fucking reins on this, and I can't wait to share my opinion.
Well, let me. Yeah, of course I heard the song, and I have to say it's exactly what I thought it would be. Like just Axl vocals, like totally fucked up by a computer. But still, I think if you hear it, it sounds better than he sounds in real life nowadays. But the problem is, also if they're gonna do an album, his voice will be just manipulated by computers, and it will sound okayish. But yeah, he can never perform those live, man. And that's the only I only want to hear GNR live these days, because recorded it's fucked. So yeah, I think it's quite okay, but yeah, it's totally not his voice. It's just more computer. But yeah, it doesn't sound that bad. And but yeah, so yeah, can he perform that live? No. Will he be able to perform live, new songs live?
You don't think he can perform Love to Love live?
No, but it's sounding like how he sounds on this CD.
Oh, I think easily he can perform that live.
Yeah, if he has his vocal, how do you call that thing? What Cher used to use also, voice tuner or something.
Auto tune,
a booster.
Yeah, auto tune. Yeah, auto tune. So that's how it sounds.
Don't say that you'll never know. Love to love you.
So yeah,
sounds digitized in some way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And Axl was also, I've been reading that he actually he did 3 songs in the beginning, I think, and he was like such a perfectionist that it took a long time for him to go give a green light to use it. Yeah, it's typically Axl, Yeah, they just tweaked it with a computer as long as like over tweaked shit like the whole Chinese democracy is. That's my.
I don't think his voice is too synthetic on this song at all. I really like the song, to be honest. I think it's great. Michael Schenker he's a really good guitarist, and I like his sound. I like the way he plays. I like the way the song is put together. I think it comes together well, and I played it for my wife, and I asked her.
She wanted divorce.
Yeah, no, I played it for my wife, and I asked her. I said, "Do you think Axl sounds strange in this song?" And she said, "No." She goes, "To me, that's Axl Rose. That's exactly what he sounds like." So I listened to it a bunch more times, and I listened to a couple songs off the album as well, and I don't know. I think it's good. I like it.
I think it's a good version. I like Axl's vocal more than the original version. The vocals on the original UFO song. Mm-hmm. But I think it's just because I like the way Axl sings. But he's not pushing his vocals up to that kind of Use Your Illusion level of power, is he? And maybe that song doesn't really require it. So it seems like he's on easy street with that song. It's kind of like, but it really shows the type of songs that Axl picks compared to what Slash would pick. Like Slash, I think Slash wanted to do Too Hot to Handle. It's more of a rocker, and Axl picked the ballad. It seems like he's always going to be doing ballads.
The one that Slash did with Eric Braunwald, Mother, what's it called?
Oh, Mother Mary?
Really good. Listen to that one. Eric Grunwald, he sang with Skid Row there for a while, and he's just as good as Sebastian Bach for sure.
Are you sure? Nobody's better than Sebastian Bach.
But I'll send you. I isolated the lyrics. I'll send them to you and listen to them again, man. It's just like listening to AI, man. Counted on.
There is a little bit of a sort of crackle to it, but I don't think if you heard it on the radio, you'd really, notice that much. It's only really like hardcore GNR fans are gonna query that kind of thing.
But it feels so fake, man. I mean, he can never sing like he sings on that album or on that song. He can't do that live, man. I don't believe it.
I don't think he's it sounds like he's not pushing his voice to the edge.
It sounds like, but it sounds like it. Yeah, AI song with an AMD CPU, like really bad, I think. But the song, all in all, is a good song. I like it too. But
let me rebuttal you, Frans. I want to rebuttal about him not being able to sing it live, real quick. Number one,
like that.
I think that same. Well, you're not going to get the same exact tone as that because you're not going to. Well, maybe Melissa can fuck with it when he's singing and they can play some magic like you were saying earlier. But I think he can easily sing in that tone and match that very, very easily because he sings Wichita Lineman almost exactly like that. I can easily see him doing that on performing. Now, when it comes to my actual opinion of the song, which, boy, you guys are all, you three are going to disagree with me. I like the instrumentals. I think those are really good. I think the song fucking sucks. The lyrics are horrific.
And the lyrics are jeez. Yeah.
The lyrics fucking suck. And Axl barely sings in the song. I think Frans, you isolated the vocals. What are we talking? Less than a minute and a half of vocals on a 4-minute song?
Yeah.
7.
So. Well, I have to check it out, but
let's
only
find that out.
Too complex. Yeah,
because he barely sings in that fucking song, and when he does sing, it's weak as shit. It's complete Mickey Mouse, just not giving a fuck, no effort applied. I hate the song. It's a minute, so out of 4 minutes, he sings for a minute, and the lyrics he's singing are like love to love, love to love. I mean, it's just it's garbage. It's utter shit. See, what I'm concerned about is Children of Revolution's been done now for a while, and my speculation, we'll call it speculation, is that Axl, like when you're going to hear Children of the Revolution, you're going to get a lot of like, when Axl sings, but he kind of sings, you're going to get that kind of like deep part with Children of the Revolution. If you know the song, you'll know what I mean. Like when it's like, I drive a Rolls Royce because it's good for my voice. He's going to be kind of like speaking in his deep tone. And then when he gets to, the Children of the Revolution part, you're going to get some rasp, but it's going to be more, almost digitized rasp. That's my speculation, we'll call it. But it's really kind of cool sounding. Like I like it, or I speculate that I like it. But there hasn't been a real Guns N' Roses Axl Rose song in a long time. And I'm really starting to get the opinion here that I don't know how to say this. No, yeah, but Rock the Rock was also digitized. I think he sounds great on Rock the Rock. I fucking love Rock the Rock. I don't give a shit when anyone says that song fucking rules. But I'm going to say something, and a lot of people are going to go, "You're crazy, Brasky." And maybe I am crazy. But I think the last real Axl Rose non-fucked around digital voice that you're ever going to hear recorded, like the last time it was probably from Angel Down, the Sebastian Bach song. I think that's the last time, because I am pretty sure here that everything that's going to be coming out is from the old, the locker leaks, the village sessions. I don't think there was much more done after that. I think people have made up stories that, oh yeah, well, he was recording with DJ Ashba. I'm pretty sure that Ashba just got handed, hey, here's the song, work on it. Oh, well, he was recording with Bumblefoot. Once again, here's the song, work on it. I think all the vocals, buddies, anything post 2008 might not exist. Just saying, speculation. And technically post 2008, you're only getting the few songs that we know, like Scraped and, shit like that were done in like 06. But the majority of what's going to be coming out, guys, It's probably done about 25 years ago. Or not 25 years ago. We're not in 2025 yet, but let's just say between 2000 and 2002 on everything. Just speculation.
There was this interview with Duff. He's about to start his European, I think, leg of this tour. I'm seeing him also on the 9th of October in Holland. But he had this Q&A with the listeners, and he again mentioned that Guns N' Roses music is to come here sooner than later. So yeah, we heard that many times, but I'm really, I just think exactly they have only because I would like to hear the songs they recorded when the tour was done in 94, 93, 94. But it's probably all gonna be like warmed up. Like, I mean, again, I'll say this everywhere. I'll say it again. If there's songs on it that were not good enough for Chinese Democracy, says it all, man.
Well, no, because Chinese Democracy, a lot of songs, because of the squirrel leak, they just, okay, these songs got leaked, we're going to put those on there. Axl got pissed off because he didn't get final say on that because he wanted to do a bunch of different stuff. We can go into a whole history of it. It'll be a whole fucking show. But
true.
The Chinese Democracy that we got was not the Chinese Democracy Axl wanted. But what I'm saying is that the vocals that you're hearing or going to hear, like, when Atlas comes out, because we already know that Monsters is going to come out, which is fucking great. I like Monsters. It's the best song they've done since, Slash and Duff have come back in the band. Even though it's old Axl vocals, I really enjoy it.
It's the less worst song they've done.
I know you hate them, Frans, but
the new song suck, man, come on. But Monsters is the best of them.
The best part about Atlas is that everyone has heard Atlas.
You're dropping, man.
Yeah, we dropped you there, Brasky.
Yeah, well, because I hit it. Guys,
what the fuck?
Hello.
We got you. You back?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
Oh well, I had my mic and I hit the USB cord because I was being lazy.
Oh.
Okay.
You sound like
that. What?
You sounded like Willie. No, you sound like really weird and suddenly, man. Like, very loud. Or is it me only?
No, he's loud.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good.
Now you're good. Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay,
man.
I apologize. We'll fix this and edit.
Of course, we edit.
But what I'm saying is, so when Atlas comes out, it's going to be the exact fucking vocals of the fucking locker leagues that everyone's had since 2019. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be the exact ones. If it's not, I'll eat a shit sandwich like I did on the General. I promise you.
You're probably right, but it's probably more computerized, because he will tweak it more and more and more, like. Here, Melissa, make me sound better, and then I'll throw in like one fucking like different thing, like, and I'll throw in one hook. Yeah, but Axl isn't done shit. Everyone's like, oh no, Axl's working hard away. Like back in the day, there was a rumor, and I spread it around too because I got told it by a bunch of people that Axl was working behind the scenes and recorded a bunch of new vocals. You come to find out that he didn't record a bunch of shit. He just went in there, goes, oh, I like this. Let's fuck around with it. Him and Karam are just butchering fucking songs, just playing with old music. But back to On Point here. I don't like the new song Love to Love. I'm disappointed that's a song they chose. I'm disappointed in Axl's vocals. We wait so long for new music, and that's what we get. So I'm not a big fan, boys. But you guys clearly disagree with me, and that's, it's your opinions, and we're all entitled to them. And, I'm outvoted 3-1 here. So for Guns N' Roses, that's a good thing. Axl Rose is winning. I'm going to let everyone know that Frans himself, I'm going to let, we should let Fernando know that Frans said that Axl did a good job, and attaboy. Yeah, well, no, the computer did a good job.
Oh, either way.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll take credit for it. They don't give a shit. You get a toy truck for this, Frans. Don't fucking lose the toy truck.
Yeah, I know, man. I got this whole collection already.
Hey, you want to be on the cover of a fucking Christmas card or not?
Yeah, but no, man. I mean, yeah, we can discuss more GNR maybe next time. But I wonder what this new tour is going to be, man. Because everybody's saying it's a new tour, and what are they going to bring? They definitely need a new album to be. Don't you think? To be starting a new tour based on nothing.
They're going to fucking release Monsters and Atlas, and then they're going to play the Sphere. Whoop-de-fucking do.
Yeah, I see Axl's fat face all over the Sphere, I made this Photoshop at once. You saw that?
Yeah, it's fucking.
Where you see Axl's fucking fat face on the whole Sphere. That was great, man. Yeah,
the weird thing is, he's not fat like by any means.
No, he isn't anymore. Fat is old.
He looks he looks exactly like fucking Warwick Davis now from the fucking Leprechaun. But
the classic Fat Axl people. The classic picture where I used to use the Fat Axl everybody and anybody with that classic. I mean, that's just a weird picture, man. He's definitely not fat, man. I'm way fatter than him, man. And I shouldn't even. But fat is all, but it's still just funny just because it's fat, not because it's actual. I don't know.
Yeah, he looks like the character off the Lucky Charms cereal box now. He just needs to have like pointy ears.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with Axl now always wearing a fucking vest and all these like fucking he wears like more rings than a fucking like wizard would wear. He's always got all these rings on, he's always in a fucking vest. I mean, he's got like a suit on. He comes out looking like he's, the old guy at the fucking yacht club trying to bang a fucking gilf.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But what I would speculate would be that they're going to just release Monsters and Atlas together. And then you're probably talking, some tour where they're going to be having a big headline band with them. I know the rumor was back in the day, Motley Crue, and that was supposed to be like, oh, wow. But Axl hates Vince Neil, which is fucking great. So that's probably not going to happen, but they're probably going to play the Sphere and probably do some other shit because nostalgia sells. But then again, with the economy the way it is, man, ticket prices, I don't know. I mean, they've already been touring now for the last fucking almost 9 years. So,
that being said, Brasky,
did you see Gene Simmons telling the Oasis fans to fuck off about the ticket prices?
Yeah, crazy, man. No, I didn't see it, but they had, how do you call it, modular ticket prices or
dynamic pricing.
Oh, dynamic pricing, yeah. What's fuck?
That?
Yeah.
The price goes up automatically based on demand.
So really?
If more people buy the tickets, that's what happened with Oasis. Everybody was buying the tickets at 150, so they just kind of, it's built into the software. It just goes up. So it goes up to 200 and end up being 300.
That's crazy.
Oh wow!
And then Gene Simmons was saying, "Suck it, that's capitalism."
Yeah.
Gene Simmons is a fucking idiot.
Actually, I bought tickets for the Duff McKagan show, and they were only $45. But the weird thing is that there were no.
You to go.
Yeah, I know, because I don't even like the music. I don't. Yeah, I just have to go. I don't know why, but there were no transaction costs. Normally, you have $10 transaction costs, and if you buy 4 tickets, you have 40. I mean, it's one transaction, but there was none of that, man. I mean, yeah, probably because they can't sell them. I don't know, but
hey, Frans.
Yes.
What after you go to the Duff McKagan show and you're there for him performing "Tenderness" and all the wonderful Duff McKagan songs, and you get
I don't know these songs. Yeah,
you're going to go to the male version. The Duff McKagan show is a male version of Lilith Fair now, so you're going to learn how to be a man, buddy. All right.
But he's going to play some GNR
potpourri. You'll drink some Starbucks. Everything's going to be fucking great. Yeah. But I want you to come back on the show and we can get your review, and you let the Duffster know that we say hi.
Yes, I will give a review, man. But I don't know these albums. I heard Tenderness once maybe, but he's gonna do some GNR stuff. So he probably do 2 songs. I mean, so fine. Then I'm already so fine, happy.
We said this before in the show, but the best fucking if you want to see Guns N' Roses, go see Adler's Appetite.
Yeah. I know, man. This singer is great. Yeah, I know, definitely know. But
he can't. Adler's the best GNR drummer. I don't give a fuck. I mean, he's still, even in his state that he's in right now, that motherfucker can play.
His style is so cool. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, his style's good. It's definitely the sound is something that's lacking on other albums past, Lies, right? So, the sound on Appetite for Destruction, it kind of makes it's an integral part of the sound of the album, right? Mm-hmm. All 5 guys together on that album are just they're just mesh, and they mix so well together. I actually I put on Appetite yesterday. I hadn't listened to it in a long time, and was down in the basement. Go ahead, Frans.
Did you? Because that's why I think it didn't need a remaster. It came out remastered. In this new Appetite for Destruction box. I mean, that album didn't need a remaster. It was good as it was, man. Sure. I mean, it was just authentic.
Sure. Oh, Appetite for Destruction is the greatest hard rock album ever made. If anyone wants to disagree with me, go fuck yourself. What I would want to know, and Frans might be able to answer this, and Liarz, we can get to whatever you want to say. Just let me ask Frans this one question. Yeah. Frans, you are more of a GNR historian than I ever will be. How many songs on Use Your Illusion did Adler actually do before they fired him? Like, how many songs do we have or that exist that Adler's on drums for fucking Use Your Illusions before they had Swarm come in and redo them or just do them?
Well, I think we I'm not sure, but there is a few demos, but that's without vocals.
I think he's on Civil War.
Yeah, that's
Civil War.
That's one that the biggest rumor is. But I have some rehearsals that I think not in everybody's hands. I'm not sure, but anyways, and they say he's drumming there, but I can't really verify that. But Civil War is the most, but it's still not sure because he played it on this Farm Aid live.
And he's also on the album. He's credited on Use Your Illusion 2 as playing on Civil War, right? So that's the only album.
Credited. Okay.
It's the only
Knocking on Heaven's Door is fucking Adler.
But if you just by knowing some of their songs, like for sure there's a demo of Back Off Bitch where he's playing on it. For sure there's a demo of Don't Cry where he's playing on it.
You Could Be Mine.
You Could Be Mine. Some of the Izzy songs. I think Yesterday's too, if I'm not mistaken.
But I didn't actually know that he was credited on Use Your Illusion for Civil War.
He is, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So why can't we get, how they released the Snyder cut of fucking Justice League? I want the fucking Use Your Illusion cut of Adler.
It was floating around there for a while, wasn't it? For a couple of years ago, there was some demos going on. I'm trying to rack my brain here, but there was definitely some demos with Adler on them.
You know what? We should have Trockley on. He could probably help us and answer some of this shit because he's like the librarian. He knows everything about GNR. He's a great dude. So I'll see if Tim wants to come on and we'll ask him. But yeah, I mean, Adler's Appetite is fucking the best version of GNR you're going to find today. It's great ticket prices and you'll have fun. Liarz, you had something you wanted to say when I was going on my rant?
Yeah, it's nothing now. It was just pertaining to the conversation at the time. So
go for it. Fuck it.
I don't even remember what it was, to be honest with you. I was
fine.
just going to make a point. So, but thanks for circling back. But
I didn't want to be a cunt. Yeah, that's right. I said that. We're probably already screwed anyways. We've mentioned cocaine like fucking 30 times. This one's not going to be one of the ones that they're happy with us about. So, yeah. So speaking that we're already fucked and we've already mentioned Love to Love, we want to give Wasted some credit. A few months ago, back on our OJ episode, Did He Do It? Wasted brought us some breaking fucking news. And, at the time, we wanted to kind of go, hey, these are all rumors. These are innuendo. We don't know this is true. It was all about Puff Daddy, Diddy, that fucking moron. And he got arrested this week. And it turns out pretty much everything Wasted has said, the federal government believes, and they're indicting him on charges for it. So Wasted, kudos to you, our insider and a half, my friend.
Yeah, I think it's just that all that stuff was from the civil cases and it was on YouTube. But the mainstream media weren't, covering it. They were just playing pretty straight. They weren't speculating. But a lot of those civil cases seem to have some kind of traction, and they arrested him. But I think he flew to New York to be arrested at the Park Hyatt, and he was in Central Park the day before. I was just wondering why didn't he run? Because now they're not going to let him out. He's not going to get out on bail.
My question is, Wasted, because you were the soothsayer on here. You predicted this already. Now, this episode we're recording, we're going to release the last one we did in the next couple of days here. So this episode's probably not going to come out for another 2 weeks from this date. We're at the middle part of September here. We're recording tonight is September 21st, my time. So by the time this episode comes out, is P. Diddy going to get Epsteined? Is Hillary Clinton going to visit him in his cell?
I mean, that's the next thing that people will speculate on, But I think he is being held in kind of some sort of special quarters away from the general population. But I mean, I would definitely have run based on, the sex trafficking charges and all the abuse and the freak off videos. He's going to be such a target in prison. He can't.
Where the fuck is he going to hide?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's going to get 30 or 40 years. I don't know why he didn't run in some way. Even if it was just $2 million, putting it in a helicopter and fly to Haiti or something, anywhere, anything better, because he's not going to get like a 10 years or something.
Yeah. I got to ask you, because you're always like, I have like a devil and an angel on my shoulder. Wasted's always my devil. You're always my angel. I got a joke right now, but boy, it's one of those ones that might be a line crosser, but it's a fucking funny one.
Do it.
All right, do it. One place that fucking Diddy could have ran to, Puffy could have just went to Springfield, Ohio. Oh, that got like Norm Macdonald joke silence. I like it. I really fucking like it. That one was just for me and it popped me. So I don't know if it worked for the rest of you, but it's funny.
Elaborate.
Well, there's a whole bunch of Haitian folks, and they're in Springfield, Ohio, and Puff Daddy could fit in. If you're trying to hide in there, I'm an Irish fella. If I wanted to hide, I would go to Ireland, or probably not anymore, but years ago I would, and it'd be harder to find me. He could have just went there, Springfield, and maybe opened up a hot dog shop.
As long as he brought his cat, I think he would be welcomed into the community.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Chinese restaurants are doing banger business right now. I can tell you that in Springfield, Ohio.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
New wave of barbecue. It's taking Springfield by storm.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? It's funny. The guy who says he's got the easiest job right now in Springfield, Ohio?
Who's that?
The dog catcher. Animal control's got nothing to do. Those guys are just sitting on their phone all day right now.
Sitting on a phone. Chilling. Tastes like chicken. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's surprisingly the grocery stores right now, they're loaded up right now on cat and dog food. They can't seem to move it. So, if you're in the area and you need some cat and dog food, it's going real cheap right now there.
Yeah, we probably should be stacking up on dog food because it's quite cheap and you can probably live on it. So in 5 years' time, we'll probably all be eating like dog food. Remember, is it P.K. Dick, Philip K. Dick? When he was writing his books, he was living on dog food.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that poster that hated me on the old forum for no reason. And like when he died, like his supposedly his girlfriend or wife came on there and called me an evil person, even though we did a whole fucking show paying tribute to a guy that hated me for no reason, like just fucking despised me. And I'm like, okay. And he passed away and it was from cancer, which is horrific. And I don't wish that pretty much on anyone except if you're an evil person. So we had JB on, it was me and Liarz. I think you were even on Wasted. It might have just been me, JB, and Liarz, and we did a show paying, tribute, like, hey, wishing, his family and him rest and, peace and all that. And then his girlfriend or wife came on the forum, or someone pretending to be, and they just started blasting me. And I'm like, all right, I'm not getting involved with this. So I didn't know if you meant that Philip K. Dickhead or the writer Philip K. Dickhead.
The writer. I was talking about the writer, but
I had to clarify.
I remember that guy. Yeah, because he was saying that he wanted to have a showdown with me about JFK conspiracies, and I was like, I'm just making really hoping I go along.
In hindsight, I because I don't wish death upon anybody. I'm really hoping that was just somebody fucking around and trolling on like an alt account and just being a dick. Literally. And I don't know. It was just a weird thing. I always got weird vibes on that whole scenario. But so we've mentioned the Diddy stuff. We'll see. Wasted, I do need the answer. Is he going to be alive by the time this episode comes out?
I think they're going to do it. He's on suicide watch. So that means he's going to get killed.
No,
all right.
My question is, though. Sorry, Wasted. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. That was it. Whenever anybody's on suicide watch, they make a big thing like, oh, he's on suicide watch, he's suicidal. He's not suicidal.
No, I don't
they
think
make it look. They make it look like suicide.
Yeah.
Do you think they could do it though? There's so much awareness around that situation now. Do you think they would? Do you think they would do it? Do you think they would have him Epstein?
It depends.
I think they got some cover. I think they got covered, dude. Before we get to Wasted's answer, I think they got covered because what he did to Tupac, how he's kind of implicated in the whole Tupac and Biggie murders. Like he knew about the Biggie murder was coming, and supposedly he was involved with the Tupac murder, supposedly. So, you know, you could say that a gangbanger or someone, you know, that had associations with them, you know, took it out on him when he, you know, they got a chance and they took their chance and they took him out. I don't know, but I mean, that could be the cover right there.
Yeah,
you may be right on that one.
He allegedly paid for it. He paid Keefe D the $1 million after the fact, because he basically offered Keefe D $1 million to do it. That's the story that Keefe D
to do what Wasted. Tell the audience
to whack Tupac. But in general, there's nobody in his inner circle that he didn't screw over, and nobody likes him. Everybody got kind of abused by him in some way, or ripped off. Like Mace got ripped off. Shine did like 20 years in jail. So everybody he has nobody in his inner circle or any friends. It's just him, you know, and everybody would be happy if he got sent to prison. So I don't see if he got suicided, most people would just say, oh, he's a pedophile, you know, a sexual abuser. He deserved it. So they can just do it if they want to. It just depends what's on the tapes, you know?
And judging by the reaction of what's going on right now, there's some serious stuff on these tapes. And there's some weird videos of him floating around Twitter X now. And that there's have you seen the one of him wearing the wig and he's blazed out of his skull? And he's at one of his parties and he's wearing this long wig and I don't even know what he's talking about. There's stories there, and there's who's the rapper that has the audio recording of him banging this other guy in the other room.
It's Meek
wasn't
Mill.
it him and Meek? Yeah.
What was the guy's name, Brasky? Meek Mill?
Yeah, Meek Mill.
Yeah,
Meek
that's
Mill.
him. Yeah. It's just, and they played the audio for it, and it's just two guys.
Fuck no, man.
It's fucking hilarious.
And he recorded it.
He did that all the time. That's what they
to
did.
Blackmail people, right?
Yeah. To get his artists under control, or to join the bad boy inner circle, you had to go into these like freak-off parties where you get drugged and abused for days, and then it's all videotaped. And then and I think it happened to Bieber as well. That's out there in the mainstream now.
Yeah, no wonder Bieber retired.
Wasn't he like a minor back then?
Probably.
Yeah. Because I remember Diddy was like offering him like a sports car. Yeah. Usher also got his ass torn. He had to go to the hospital.
Real bad boy.
I mean, dude, Jay-Z's implicated in this. There's a lot of other famous celebrities like Jennifer Lopez. There's so many fucking people implicated in this. It's going to be crazy if it plays out. So we really don't know right now. We're going to kind of leave it where it is. I know a lot of people, a lot of other shows are talking about it. We just kind of wanted to circle back since Wasted kind of told us about this months and months ago. So that's kind of what's going on there. It's fucked up, but the world we live in right now is pretty fucked up. And so what else is going on? Wasted. I saw a video and I wanted to ask you about it because you're like kind of my guy that knows all these conspiracy things. I saw a video. It was on the Bad Apples forum. And why I keep mentioning that is because that's been when we started the show and our old show. That's where we used to promote our thing all the time. We have a thread there. So if you want to post on there, go right ahead. We kind of keep ourselves, or I at least keep myself kind of in that area of the forum. I sometimes post in the NFL stuff, but I was looking on the other side and there was a poster by the name of King Mario. And he posted this very interesting video about John Morrison and Oliver Stone and the Gulf of Tonkin. And I was like, wow, that's really interesting. Wait, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, I think a common conspiracy theory is that Jim Morrison's dad was an admiral in the Navy in the Bay of Tonkin, which was like a false flag to the Gulf of Tonkin to get the Vietnam War started. And there's this documentary called Weird Scenes Inside the Canyon, which is all about how people, all those 60s people like Zappa and Jim Morrison, they were working with the OSS, covert operations in the CIA, and they were being like briefed, and everything was planned from Laurel Canyon. There's a whole book and documentary about it. So basically people like Jim Morrison were basically undercover, and they were there to kind of push like acid and counterculture to infiltrate the scene. So that's the conspiracy basically about Jim Morrison.
What that video I saw was that Oliver Stone wanted Jim Morrison to play the character that later Charlie Sheen would play in Platoon. And the interesting part of that was that Jim Morrison's father was the admiral or captain of the ship that got, supposedly it was a false flag, of the Gulf of Tonkin, which started the Vietnam War. And I didn't know that. And then Oliver Stone later went on to actually do the Doors movie with Val Kilmer starring as Jim Morrison. So I thought that was really interesting. It's kind of one of those things that I didn't know. Do you know anything about this, Frans?
I absolutely don't know any fucking thing about it, man.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, Frans, we really appreciate you being on tonight. Folks, when Frans comes on here, he comes on like at his time at 3 a.m. in the morning. He does this because he's one of our dear friends, and, you know, he's part of the show. And I really appreciate all the input you had tonight. It was great talk with you. The gangster topic, you really added a lot to. The PS5 topic, you added a lot to. It's always great talking Guns N' Roses with you. So, Frans, thanks for being on tonight, brother. And we'll catch you on the other side, all right?
Yeah, man. Sure, man. I'm signing off. See you,
guys.
See
you, Frans.
Yo, bye. See ya.
Hey, buddy.
Yo.
Bye.
Well, Frans has left us for the evening. It's always great having him on, which I said. Yeah. But Liarz and Wasted, this week you guys were kind of in charge of the topics.
Yeah.
We talked gangster movies. I brought up the Axl Rose new song. Wasted, you always have more topics in mind. Where are we going, buddy?
Did you see the Dave Grohl Secret Love Child story?
Please tell us about this.
You didn't see it? He's like, you know, he's been married to his, I think he's some sort of theater director or something for 20 years. He has like 3 kids. And like recently it's come out that he's been having an affair with a sort of emo alternative porn star, Madam, for like 15 years. And she's got pregnant. And he came out with a sort of press statement how he, you know, he wants to, you know, everybody to get along, and for the sake of the children. And but, you know, online, all the fans who thought that Dave Grohl was like the nicest guy in rock, and now basically laying into him on all the social media, saying that he's been a phony the whole time. And ex-girlfriends are coming out as well. Other ex-girlfriends saying that he's having affairs all the time. So he's gone from like hero to zero in about a week.
I am the biggest Foo Fighters fan amongst us. I love the Foo Fighters. I saw them in concert. Now, the last, you know, couple of albums have kind of sucked, but the early Foo Fighters stuff is some of my favorite music. It's kind of, that was my timeline growing up. And yeah. You know, when stuff like this comes out, and I just don't know how you have that conversation with your wife, like, oh, hey, you know, those times I was, you know, being the good husband, you know, I was the funny, cool guy, and it turns out I've been fucking these broads behind your back. Like, how the hell do you have Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas? Like, you got to imagine a divorce is coming. And I kind of feel for him too, because, you know, his best friend was Taylor, and Taylor died. Taylor Hawkins, he was the drummer, and he was, you know, Dave Grohl's best friend. He died of a drug overdose. Jeez, how many years ago was that now? That would have been 2 or 3? 2, because we were doing the show. We did, you know, we mentioned it. We did kind of a topic on it because I'm a big Foo Fighters fan, and Josh Freese actually replaced him, and I'm a big Josh Freese fan, you know, from GNR and A Perfect Circle. But, you know, this is, I'd be kind of worried for Dave Grohl right now. You know, this might push him over the edge, because that's got to be some hard shit to go through. Liarz, what are you thinking?
I don't know. When the story broke, first off, I don't get caught up in Hollywood gossip too much. I don't really enjoy it. But when the story broke, the only thing I could think of was he's a rock star. Like, what did you expect? Like, he's a rock star. Like, and he's very public about living the rock star life, and and sure, he's always been like the family guy, whatever, but you're still a rock star. He's got to be banging these broads, especially years ago when he was much younger, right? Like, I don't know, it didn't really come as much of a surprise to me. And, I guess the fact that he's doing the right thing by, I guess, supporting the child and, being a father and whatever, and acknowledging it. You're doing the right thing. But again, I'm not really surprised.
It's just that it's a longer. It's like it started like 15 years ago or something. It's much longer a period. Like she was basically like his mistress, and she's like this weird like alternative emo porn star, and all these the messages between them on Twitter, or I don't know, they were communicating like text message or whatever. He's got all these names for her, like he calls her perfect or something. So all that sort of stuff is not going to sit well with his wife. So he's probably going to lose half his money.
Oh yeah, I think what Waste is trying to say is he had this image as like the nice guy, your buddy, the good dad, the good husband, like the safe rock star. That's kind of what the Foo Fighters have been like. They're the safe rock band. They're not going to say many things controversial. They're safe to play at the grocery store. And, this coming out kind of, hurts his image. I just really, as a fan of the band, I worry about the guy's mental health. Like I said, he lost his best friend, his bandmate just 2 years ago. And now, he's probably looking at divorce coming his way. And that's, something that I pray to God. I don't say how it could happen, but a divorce is devastating. My parents are divorced, and what the fuck? What the hell was that noise? I don't know. I heard like a dog barking.
Wait,
what the fuck? The ATM, fucking ATM machine's talking to you?
I'm right next to the ATM. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think. To me, he went up in my estimation. I always thought he was just like a really boring, like kind of corporate rock star who just said all the right things. But I even listened to the latest album on iTunes because of that story. So maybe he's going to boost the record sales.
It could.
Maybe. Wasted. I wanted to ask you to get our Oasis update. Have they broken up yet? I mean, I think every time we do a show, maybe every other show, we should do our Oasis update. Have they broken up yet? Because I don't see this lasting long.
Yeah, I mean, there have been stirrings around that ticket pricing thing, because Liam Gallagher's solo album. No, when Noel Gallagher had a solo album, Liam was always criticizing the ticket prices being too high at £150. So then when the Oasis tour tickets came out and they were £150, again, everybody on social media started battering him on Twitter or whatever. So there's probably going to be tensions about this ticket pricing, because even though they've now decided that they do these ballots, so if you tried to buy a ticket and you failed, or you were a victim of this dynamic pricing, you then get put in to the front of the queue. But what happened is the people getting put to the front of the queue sometimes were getting called bots, saying that they couldn't verify their identity. So there's just all these problems. So all the Oasis fans, as in there's 14 million people trying to buy 1.4 million tickets. Yeah, they're all getting hyped up and angry. But yeah, it's just a rolling. That's what Oasis is, though. It's a rolling shit show. But I think as long as they don't start, Noel and Liam don't start fighting each other on stage like Janes Addiction.
Yeah. Did anyone even know Janes Addiction was touring? Because I like Janes Addiction. Like when we talked like 90s bands the other day, like we talked, or the other episode where we're talking about 1991 being the greatest year of rock, and we were kind of just talking about that era in general. Janes Addiction didn't even cross my mind. Like I just think Janes Addiction is like, when it's on the radio, I'm like, fuck, I hit to another preset. I'm not a big Janes Addiction guy. It's just kind of shit music to me. They're kind of
boring. Have some decent songs. It's nothing that I go out of my way to find, that's for sure. Something about Perry Farrell and kind of Dave Navarro too. They kind of both seem kind of douchey, so never really got into their music because of that.
I remember is it Ritual de lo Habitual? That album has some kind of like Spanish worded intro at the beginning. And I took that album to my Spanish class at school when I was 14. And I asked the teacher to translate it for me. Sure. and he said, it said something like, you listen to us more than you listen to your teachers. I think he might have been angry. Bringing this album to. But Perry Farrell was saying recently that you're doing some sort of really serious interview, and you're saying that he's basically been on drugs for like 40 years, and because of that he hasn't been very productive.
Wow.
But basically 40 years. So whenever they started from their debut album up until recently, he's just been like heavily into. And he was saying that, he traded off like being a sort of contributing to society more creatively to just like having a good time and having like wild sex. So I don't know. I think they've got they're more of like a band that influenced other bands. Like I remember Guns N' Roses, Axl was always talking about Janes Addiction being better than Guns N' Roses.
Probably
and that's
on Sympathy for the Devil, right?
No, he's on Oh My God.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And you did that Warped with 1 Hot Minute with Red Hot Chili Peppers, didn't he? That was a weird one.
That's right. Yeah.
And they did the superhero Entourage soundtrack. That on
Tommy Lee.
Their album Strays.
Tommy Lee was in that, right?
Superhero was like a song by Janes Addiction that was used by Entourage, that TV show. Everybody was in it. Was Tommy Lee in Entourage one episode?
Yes, he was.
I remember Bob Saget was also in Entourage.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Bob Saget. I know we've already said that before, but man, I miss Bob Saget.
Yeah.
He was a good guy.
Yeah, the illest motherfucker in a cardigan sweater.
Right?
The
fact that Bob Saget was a dirty comedian and he was the dad from Full House is fucking legendary. Like, he was a good dude. Like, he was nice to all the cast members on there, but like, as a comedian, he would tell fucking jokes left and right. He was one of Norm Macdonald's best friends. He directed Dirty Work.
Yeah. What a movie that was, eh? Dirty Work.
Fucking love Dirty Work, man. It's so underrated. Artie and fucking Norm.
Great movie.
How the hell is Artie Lange still alive? We really need to do a fucking scientific experiment. How the fuck Artie Lange's still alive? And I'm not rooting for Artie's death. I love Artie Lange, but how the hell is that man still alive?
I don't know, man.
Rejuvenating qualities of pizza and heroin.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone follows the Wasted system, it's definitely fucking Artie Lange.
He's got gentlemen, his nose is really messed up.
Oh, it's foul to look at, man.
He got it fixed, I thought.
Nope. He did not. I saw a picture of him recently. It's still all fucked up, and something about a reminder of whatever he was going through at the time, and whatever. I don't know if that's even.
But
I don't even know if that's real,
weight, right?
But, yeah. Oh yeah. He looks good. Like he looks healthy. He looks sober, right? But his nose is a mess, man. It's a complete mess. But
isn't the thing that like he lives with his mom and he's refusing and I get this because he doesn't want to go back into addiction the way he was, but like he doesn't perform anymore. He doesn't go out. He doesn't do anything. He just kind of has retired from the entertainment life completely just to get away from it. So it's not a temptation for him to fall back into drugs.
I've heard that for what he was doing. He was doing a podcast for a while. I think it was called The Artie Show
the Artie Lange Show.
Yeah, the Artie Lange Show. Decent podcast, but he just one day just up and quit, and it was done. And he's been out of the spotlight pretty much ever since. I know he was going through I look him up every now and then. I think he's really funny. I know he was going through some rehab processes and going through various programs to get clean. So you know what? If he's clean and he's happy and he's made enough money to live on for the rest of his life, more power to him, man. I mean, who am I to say otherwise?
You know what? Let's end on a good note tonight. Let's end on the fact that Artie Lange seems to be clean. He's doing well. I think we had a really good episode. I hope you, the audience, our listeners, our viewers enjoyed it. Liarz, you want to take us out for the evening, my friend?
Sure. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Our numbers are always improving. We've gained some subscribers on YouTube this week. Our numbers on the alternative platforms are always steady. It's good to see. It's very encouraging. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Check us out on Rumble. We're there too. Leave a comment, hit like and subscribe. Just communicate with us. We'll try our best. Well, try our best. We will get back to you. And thanks for listening, everybody. And on that note,
William Angio! All right, come on. we got a show to do.
You really suck, dude.
Wait a second.
Lovely.
How could I suck? I host a talent show, all right? I'm on national television, and I get paid a lot, all right? And I get chicks. Here, smell.
No, God.
All right? Oh, sorry, that was a sandwich. Smell.
No, I don't want to smell your face.
She wasn't even that fat, all right? So I'm not gay, all right? Whatever, let's get to it, okay? I am so desperate to hear you sing. I mean, last time you were fantastic. So you're going to do a Love Fist classic, right?
No, it's from one of Jez's solo records, which I'm going to improvise with the help of this pre-recorded backing track, conveniently placed wind machine, and expensive mood lighting. It was #1 in Germany for 19 weeks. It's called This Is a Power Ballad.
Right, well, yeah, about the wind machine, me and the Stinky Finger Girl kind of busted it earlier, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, it's Fame or Shame for William Angio! Fantastic. I'm moist. Let's take a break before we hear from the judges and find out if that was fame or shame. What do you guys think? You want to come see my trailer later?